Hi everyone, and welcome to the continuation of branches of geography. Today we will focus on the subdivision of geography. In the last lesson, we said there are three main branches of geography. Can you remember those branches? Let's see if you are correct. They are physical geography, human geography, and quantitative geography. Now, remember we said these are the three main branches which are further subdivided into other branches. So let's look at, we will begin by examining physical geography. Some of the subdivision of physical geography are climatology. This is a scientific study of climates, which is defined as a mean weather condition over a period. This takes into account the average short and long-term condition. Please note that climatology is different from meteorology. What do you think is the difference? Now, climatology focuses on the climate, and meteorology focuses on the weather. Another subdivision we will look at is geomorphology. When we talk about geomorphology, just let's dissect the word a bit. Now, geo has to do with the earth. When something is morphing, it is actually changing. We normally say the caterpillar morphs into a butterfly. So morph has to do with changes, okay? Therefore, we can say geomorphology has to do with the changes that happen over the earth, mainly in the origin and development of landform. Let's move on to oceanography. Now, this deals mainly with ocean currents, tides, waves, and undersea landform. Hydrology. Some of you might be familiar with this term. Hydrology is a study of surface and underground water. The subdivision of human geography that we will be examining today are economic geography, cultural geography, political geography, and population geography. Let's start with economic geography. Economic has to do with money, okay? Trade, things of that nature. Now, economic geography is a study of how people use the Earth's natural resources to make a living. Let's take, for example, we see there in the picture we have somebody just probably went to that fishing boat and bought themselves some nice fish. So what happened? The fishermen, they used the sea, which is a natural resource, and they caught the fish and now they're selling it and they're actually gaining money. Okay, so that's an example of an economic activity. Can anybody think of the main economic activities in the BVI? If you are thinking tourism and financial services, you are correct. Moving on, let's look at cultural geography. Now, think about culture. We know that culture has to do with the way we dress, the type of food we eat, the type of music we listen to, things like that. Now, cultural geography is a study of the international distribution of cultural traits, languages, religion, and music. It is that simple. Political geography, it deals with demarcation, boundary lines, subdivision, diplomacy, voting, well, things like that. Let's look at the BVI, for example. In the BVI, we know they are 11 districts. If you look at a political map of the BVI, you will see these districts clearly demarcated. Next one we will look at is population geography. Population geography, like I said, it deals with population. And what are some of the things that we try to find out about the population? We try to find out the amount of babies being born per year, the amount of death recorded, the amount of persons migrating, the amount of persons that make up the BVI that might be expats. So whenever we're discussing issues such as these, we are actually discussing aspects of population geography. Now, remember, economic, cultural, political, and population geography. These are a few examples of subdivision of human geography. There are many more out there. Lastly, we have quantitative geography. For quantitative geography, we have two subdivisions. They are statistical geography and cartography. Cartography deals with the making of maps, and statistical geography deals with analyzing, interpreting, and presenting geographical information. Thank you for listening. Please remember to like and subscribe.